Hey, this is gonna be a different type of video today. I'm gonna interview a business owner. I'm gonna start interviewing like business owners and real estate agents that I know because that's what I want to do in life. I want to be in the stocks. I want to do real estate, and I want to own some businesses. You know, and I'm trying to start it right now. So I got like small businesses that I'm taking care of, but I got a lot of stuff going on with school and working a job and all that. So it's like I can't put like my full energy into it, but I am doing it, on top of, school and all that. But yeah, so I'm gonna be interviewing somebody named Brian Fields. He's my cousin, and he like teaches classes for like Beats or something like that. I don't know too much about it, but I just know like a little bit about it. But I have like a series of questions that I'm gonna ask him, and hopefully you guys can learn from it and earn from it. And yeah, I think it's gonna be good. It's gonna be my first interview. So hopefully I can learn from this experience, get comfortable with this experience, get comfortable with talking on the camera, and yeah, hopefully it goes well. I'll see y'all soon. All right, hey y'all, this is my first interview.
Oh, you recording?
Yeah.
Oh. Hold on, let's start over.
All right, so this is gonna be my first interview, right? So this is my cousin Brian right here. He has his own like class, like he teaches classes about like I don't know. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yeah, so I'm Brian. I'm Brian Fields. I have my own production school called Sound Barrier Music Academy. We've been running for 3 years now. We started off doing workshops. This April, we're going to be starting our online classes, which is going to be available for anybody across the nation, and then still also doing workshops and then community events. But it's all for music production, focused on Ableton Live and also on Pro Tools.
Yeah, so if y'all want to be a little producer or something, check him out, check his channel out. I'll put it on the screen somewhere, so y'all can check it out. But so I'm gonna be asking like various questions about business. So I'm gonna get into the first one. Uh, what what are some habits I should probably build up on right now to get ahead in life? Like, what are like some healthy habits I should probably pick up on right now?
So I would definitely say saving money, like investing, learn about like just different types of investing and just different things that you can place your money in. I would
Hmm.
say that would be something to pay attention to, and then also just building good habits.
Okay.
I think that building good habits will take you like far, just in life, just whatever that is,
Yeah.
whether that's working out, whether that's eating healthy, whether that's starting a business or something like that, just building good habits while you're
Okay.
doing that.
So, from your opinion, what I've been doing, I've been trying to grow my credit. I only pay for gas on my credit. My credit's been going up. I've been learning about investing. I'm like investing a little bit in the stocks,
Yeah.
and then I've been I have like a small like clothing business, like where I sell clothes on the side too. So I've been doing that, and yeah, I'm doing this too. I'm just trying to get my hands like put my feet in the water and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you think like that's a good start? Like,
I think it is. I think it's good. Like it's like you're saying, like you're investing in like ETFs and stuff like that. I think that those are cool. Same thing with like S&P 500 and stuff like that. Those are
yeah,
like good starting points. And regardless, it's just like you're still saving money. I think that having a clothing business is cool too. I think that everything that you're doing, even with trying to start like your YouTube channel and all of that, or not trying to start your YouTube channel, starting your YouTube channel, I think that that's all dope. It's just making sure that you're just locked in and focused, and not having your hand on so many things that you can't
yeah.
actually be successful at one.
I've heard about that too. Like,
Yeah.
so I should just probably like stick to a couple things,
Whatever,
or
yeah, I would say whatever interests you the most, and that
okay,
your interest stays in, invest like your time and energy into that, because otherwise if you're just trying to do a lot of different things, you won't be successful at any of them, because
okay,
they're all going to need time. So even if you want to do like YouTube channel, but then you also wanted to do clothing, I would put one of them on the back burner. Not that you forget about it, but just focus on whatever one you want to do the most. And then once that it becomes like successful, it's running, the way that you want it to run, you're making money from it or whatever, then you can go to the next thing and be like, okay,
Okay, that makes sense.
so
Yeah, just stay consistent with it.
right.
Okay, yeah. And then my second question is like, what mistakes should I watch out for in running a business?
I would definitely say when you get an LLC, you have to keep that LLC going. So just making sure that you're making the payment on that to
Mm,
keep that going, and then also making sure that any money that you make out of your business, that you're filing your taxes on that. So when you very first get your LLC, the very first year that you start your business, you don't have to pay taxes. But after that, any money that you make off of your business, then you have to actually file taxes on
oh,
that, whatever
okay.
that profit is. So that's like one thing that I made the mistake on and forgot to actually do my taxes on. So
Mm,
that for sure. Another thing is not being prepared. I think when I very first started Sound Barrier, when I was doing like the workshops, it was like I knew what I wanted to do. And when I had my very first workshop, like I knew what I was planning on doing, but it wasn't well thought out. So it was
mm,
kind of like all over the place.
okay.
So actually just putting together like a real plan and putting that together and writing it out and then doing exactly what you're doing. Because when you have
Yeah.
things in your head, it doesn't come out that way when you're actually doing it. So it's like it's good just to make sure that you're writing everything out,
Mm-hmm.
what you're doing, so then that way it just runs like a lot smoother.
Okay. Makes sense. So it's like structured and organized, like step
Just
by step.
organized. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It always sounds better in your head, and then when you actually get out there and you do it, then it's not. It doesn't come out the same way.
Yeah,
So,
that's facts. So like, what made you want to start this business specifically?
so just from like loving music, I've been producing since I was like 16, 17 years old. So then I just
Mm,
love music, and then I also had like I had a lot of homies and friends and stuff like that that used to ask me for like, hey, can you show me how to like make beats on here or whatever it is? And I showed a lot of people, I showed a lot of friends like how to make beats with whatever equipment that they were on or something like that. So
yeah, that's smart.
after that, one of my friends, he was just like, hey, you know like a lot about music, like why not start a school? And
Right.
originally
That's smart.
he was like, you can just train people or whatever and just have a whole business like that. And then so I took that, and then I just kept on adding to it and figuring it out. I didn't really want to like be the trainer because I know a lot to like make music, but I wanted to make sure that they had like the best experience and learn from somebody who really knows like the proper way of doing things. So
Mm,
then that's when I started hiring trainers to actually train.
yeah.
Yeah, like and doing that for like the workshops and stuff like that. But it all boiled down from just loving music and yeah, just me just being a lover of music and wanting other people to be able to learn. Also, growing up, I used to always want to go to like music schools and stuff like that, and I couldn't afford it. Like my family couldn't afford it, and so now being older, I'm like, I know that there's a lot of other people out there that can't afford it either. So it's just to have a
Mm,
more cheaper, affordable way of still learning. Just
mm,
a just a cheaper alternative.
yeah.
So people can still have the experience or whatever. Because I didn't get like it's not just because I didn't have it and I just created something because I didn't have it, but I
Mm-hmm.
did consider that also. Where I'm just like these schools are like crazy expensive to go to. Some of them are
Yeah.
like $20,000, $30,000 to go to. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know if you really actually need to like pay that much unless you got like some kind of big connection that you know and they require you to go to a school like that. Like
Yeah.
so,
Yes. I like that. That's a good idea.
yeah,
That's cool. And it's like it's working out
it's
so
cool.
far. It's
Yeah,
going good.
like I think that I mean since we started all of my workshops have all been sold out, so that's been good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's good.
So now I'm just excited just to start this. Our first online schools are going to start. I'm sorry, our online classes are going to start April. So April of
That's
this
cool.
year. So I'm just kind of like excited just to get that and see how well that goes. Now that it'll be available to people like countrywide. I'm just kind of like excited to see what type of people will be in there, what type of
Mm-hmm.
people will start joining our Discord. We're gonna start doing our workshops in different states now. So
Really?
it'll be here, yeah, but also gonna start flying to other states and having workshops there, so that different states, like just word of
Yeah,
mouth, and like yeah, so
expand your
people will be like,
business
oh, they
and
like,
attraction.
I know exactly who Sound Barrier is,
Yeah,
So
exactly. Yeah, that's good. That's
yeah,
like a way of like reinvesting into your business and
yeah,
scaling it. I like
and
that.
just going for like a weekend, and I'll do like a class, and then I'll come back here, and I still will have workshops here too, but
Mm-hmm.
just expanding them. And I'm probably only going to start with like 4 or 5 cities like Vegas, or like
Good
LA,
location.
or someplace in like Texas or something like that. Just a few locations,
Yeah,
see how that works, and then kind of just expand it like that.
yeah. That's funny that you said that too, because I was just learning about it in my business class. Like, location is important.
Mm,
Like researching that competition, the location, and S corporations and LLCs and all that. So
yeah,
that's cool. It's like all tying in back together,
yeah.
for me. So that's cool. Um, my next question goes into like, what would you teach your younger self about money?
To save. Yeah,
Say,
I would have saved like a whole lot. If I would have known what I know now, I would have definitely like saved money, and I would have not have
okay,
spent so much money on just stupid stuff. Because when you start getting your first jobs, like especially if you don't have money or come from not having money, of
mm-hmm,
course, then you want to be fly, you want to go out, you want to like buy this and buy that, and you'll like blow your whole entire check on that. But in
yeah,
reality, now that I'm older, 39 years old, now that I'm looking back, I'm like, dang, like a lot of that stuff, a lot of those people are not even around no more. Like, I don't see them around or something like that. A lot of the things that I was just spending money, I don't even have that no more, whether it's like clothes or whatever it is. It's not even
yeah.
around no
That's
more.
true. It's
Like,
all just
it's
liabilities,
all
huh?
gone. The cars that I had, those are gone. Like, so now I'm just looking at it like, dang, and being older, I'm like, oh, I could have put that money to use in something else, so that
Mm-hmm.
by the time that I was the age that I am now, then I would be kicking it, and then I would be buying all the stuff, because
Yeah,
I had all this money saved up, and then I can just do all that stuff and have the money to actually waste on it if I wanted to waste money on.
yeah. That's
So
true. Always been good at it. Like I've always had money,
you
but
have, yeah,
it's just like it's not to the level where I feel like I could be at. Like I
yeah,
feel like I could have more money, and I want more money.
yeah,
So yeah, that's something I've been like really trying to be strict on, like not even buying as many groceries. Like I'm been trying to strict down like just strictly uh just healthy groceries, that can get me through my work and.
right, yeah.
So
Because it all adds up really quickly,
yeah, it
especially like
does.
if you're like eating out, or like, yeah, on your lunch or something like that. If you're
Yeah,
just buying like a bunch of like junk food, that stuff adds up like really quickly, as opposed to like packing a lunch, or
yeah,
just all that stuff. Dates, all that stuff costs like a lot of money, just if you're doing it consistently. A lot of stuff that we spend money on is just not even like, it doesn't go anywhere, and it's like,
yeah,
and if you don't have money coming in that can cover for that, then you're just spending a bunch of money that you don't have on stuff that you want, but you don't actually have the money for it. Like, you can't
yeah,
really
exactly.
afford it, because you're not getting ahead or doing anything. You're just kind of living check by check,
Hmm.
in order just to be comfortable for the moment.
Yeah,
So
I think that's what a lot of people do too.
yeah,
It just look pay check the check and be like, damn, like I don't got no more money. But it's like, what are you putting your money into that's doing that?
I looked at my bank statement and was just kind of going through all this stuff that like I paid for, like a lot of different things, and there's some of that stuff that a lot of it is like music related, like programs or whatever, that has monthly subscriptions or whatever it is. But there's a lot of stuff that I was just like, I'm paying for too much. Too much money is just coming out of my account for things that I don't even use like that. So I had to
Yeah,
go through it and just kind of cancel stuff, like all those TV apps. I was like, I don't need all these apps.
yeah,
You only need
exactly.
like, which one did you watch the most, and then keep those ones. I was like, I don't need HBO, and I don't need Apple TV, and I don't need all of these like different apps to watch all these shows. I don't even watch TV that much, so I
Yeah,
was like, why am I paying for these?
right.
And then some of the music apps. So I had to just kind of go in there and just like get rid of all that stuff, because I was like, there's just so much money that was coming out of my like account for no reason. So
What systems help you scale without burning yourself? Hey, I'm gonna cut the video off right here and I'm gonna make a part two. So stay tuned for me to drop that.